I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
Till now, the story of Watergate stood unchallenged.
There's been a lot of revisionist work done by scholars since then. People like Geoff Shepard have gone and gotten the records of the Watergate special prosecutor.
No one had really told our side of the Watergate story.
This week marks the 50th anniversary of President Richard Nixon resigning from office amid America's infamous political scandal known as Watergate. The new film, Watergate Secrets and Betrayals, reveals hidden stories and secret documents from Geoff Shepard, who was the deputy counsel for the Watergate defense team.
It's narrated by John O'Hurley and directed by George Bugatti, who both join us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Nice to be with you.
So 50 years later, I feel like we've heard everything we possibly could have heard over 50 years about the Watergate scandal. So what has been discovered?
Well, I'll begin by saying I came into this as a neophyte back in 1972, just graduating high school back then. And for me, the Watergate was kind of a cut and dry story of American politics gone bad. And what I have discovered through my participation in this project is it was not the way it really is not the way it actually happened. There were a lot of things that were unexplored, and Geoff Shepard, as we mentioned, has gone into the National Archives and was able to pull a lot of these documents out and reveal secret meetings that took place that would be otherwise opposite to jurisprudence, so that you can actually say that Nixon really never had a stay in court.
George, there were tapes, as we all know, and I know on those tapes he came up with the idea of paying off the burglars to go away. Why would he need to do that if he didn't do nothing wrong was done?
Well, it's a great question. What's really funny is, when there was a taping system in the room. When you listen beyond the initial, I know where we could get the $1 million. It wasn't his finest moment, admittedly. But they were knocking around ideas. And if you listen further on at the end of I'm guessing a somewhat 2-hour conversation and then a subsequent one the following day, they had agreed to not do that and to instead have John Dean go to Camp David and write a report of everything he just disclosed. And that report never came about. So Nixon, you hear him on the tape later on saying, we're going to use this new report for a new investigation. And so, yes, there are snippets. There's some brainstorming sessions that are going on. They're knocking these ideas around, but nothing was decided upon. And again, not his finest moment, but certainly taken out of context.
This has been done by a man who certainly is not an objective journalist. Do you expect other journalists to sort of vet this, or do you expect them to say, my goodness, how did we miss this when this is one of the most examined events of the 20th century?
Yeah, see what happened in the case of Leon Jaworski, when he died, he took his files, before he passed away, he took his files with him and gave them to Baylor University. The National Archives didn't discover that these sensitive files were missing until 10, 12 years ago. Geoff Shepard, through Freedom of Information requests, got a hold of those records. He got a hold of records in the National Archives. The documents, and in black and white, they're in the hands of the prosecutors that say, I met with the judge. I met with Judge Sirica in ex parte meetings and secret meetings, and we have it written out. It's irrefutable. Can these documents be interpreted? Maybe, but it's really in black and white, and it's really hard to go up against that.
John, what is the lesson here that you want viewers to take away when, much of this is over and done and long gone? Many of these men involved have passed away. What do you want the viewer to take away from this?
That history is more colorful and deeper than sometimes it appears to be. It is not black and white. It is instead a box of Crayola crayons, if you will. And I think that's probably the message here, that I don't know if you will come to a different conclusion when you watch this, but there are certainly enough items that are brought up for the national consciousness to consider when they consider this part of our history. The history of American politics, that I think it deserves certainly a deeper look.
Well, Watergate Secrets and Betrayals will be available to watch starting August 8th. You can get all the details at watergatesecret.com and follow them on social media. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.